It comes tapping at your window like the midnight rain in June. Starts with innocence, then grows up slow until the thunder shakes the room. Tonight the kingdom's quiet, penny spins with the breeze. Canyon roads are silent as you drift off to sleep. For me, my thoughts are racing, spinning like this room. I lost myself just thinking, all I found is I keep thinking of you. Tonight this town is smaller as I drive to the beach. The lights below still shining, but they are growing weak. So I think I need a city, an East Coast kind of day, where I'm busy like a worker with no room inside my brain to think of you. Oh, it feels surreal, like watching fade then disappear in the rear view. Can't stop dreaming about the gold I held that day, standing in an orchard on some unknown holiday. So for now I'll just keep driving, 'cause I don't know what else to do. Penny is slowly spinning, all my thoughts keep turning to you.
no country I would die for. There's no land to call my own. There's no flag I can salute. No endorsement I know. And if soil I must believe in, then I have no home at all. Make my grave wherever I fall. So tell me, what should I believe in? Come now, tell me what is right. In a world that's built with empty words, words to confuse wrong and right. And if home's where the heart is, then it should be plain to all. To make my grave wherever I fall. I'm sure there's beauty in the mountains. It's there in the break of dawn. I have seen it in her eyes, and in the city I was born. But I've known nothing that can last here, nothing great and nothing small. So make my grave wherever I fall. All this living is a circle. We're all drifting in the wind. Some will drown while others drink, and some will sink while others swim. Through all the educated guesses and religion's pretty dresses, oh, there's nothing really sacred here at all. To make my grave wherever I fall. Oh, you can lie me with my father to be forever after, but that just makes no difference at all. So make my grave wherever I fall.
何？どうしたしもくん。
黒さん。
ジューシーなひき肉フィリングだし、揚げてくれちゃってるからカロリーもハラメトも十分だし、給食生活も絶対ですよね。私の昼ごにしてます。取らないんじゃないかなって舐めてたんですけど、めちゃくちゃ当たってびっくりしちゃって。どんなことが当たったんですか？お願いします。当たらなくても構いません。希望が欲しいです。いや、関係なくてもいいだけです。お肉とからっていうのが変わったので、もうありませんね。じゃあ寂しくなったらこの店に来たらいいですよ。商店の常連さんって慣れ慣れしい方いたりしますもんね。こっちはお互い頑張りましょうね。はい。エマさんがいらっしゃるならどうも。説教されたんですぐ切っちゃいました。福住さんのご両親は別の場所にの。
echo of the rain on the hardwood floor. But I can't sleep now, that's for sure. Maybe it's the way we used to sing. Those last notes left my ears hurting. I still hear them, that's the thing. Maybe it's the way we used to be that stains my mind and haunts me. One too many days away from home. You can come back again and feel alone. I could come back again and still be gone. Maybe it's the way we hang on hope, that things never change, but we both know what's really worth it if they don't. Maybe it's the day we finally give these hearts up to break and face the rain. It's the safest of places, no one is. Maybe it's the way we used to be that stains my mind and haunts me. One too many days away from home. You can come back again and feel alone. I could come back again and still be gone. Walk through again and take your time. Dark rooms, cobwebs, the half-closed blinds. Remember when it shined in the light. Maybe it's the way we used to be that stains my mind and haunts me. One too many days away from home. You can come back again and feel alone. You can come back again and still be gone. Maybe it's the way you slam the door, the echo of the rain on the hardwood floor. I can't sleep now, that's for sure. only takes a moment. Throw yourself away. You'll know that you are not worthy of it. You'll know that you are. You'll call up your old buddy, but he will not know your name. You'll know that you are not worthy of him. You'll know that you are not worthy of him. You'll know that you are not worthy of him. You'll know that you are not worthy of him. You'll know that you are not worthy of him. You'll know that you are not worthy of him. You'll know that you are not worthy of him. You'll know that you are